Like at close of escrow, it feels like you're done, but really
Exactly.
there's still this huge period of time where there's exposure.
Exactly. The laws nowadays, are not black and white. And sometimes even there is 2 or 3 or 5 documents that explain the same thing in different ways.
It does feel like
Right?
feel like, yeah. You're like, why is this in here 5 different times?
Exactly.
I already signed this, didn't I?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And a lot of realtors that do not have that person in their background helping them understand, to be able to translate to the clients, sometimes they could miss a step.
Totally.
And I'm so thankful that we have that person on our team.
Okay, so risk management, and then what else? I hadn't even thought of that one. I have a list of what goes on a real estate agent's team. I'm going to add that.
Yeah, I consider that one of the most important.
That's a pretty important one.
Yeah. I think another thing too is that as soon as we open a transaction, my trusted lender, for example, let's say I'm representing the seller and I have an offer that comes in my seller's house, I don't trust that offer 100% until I verify the buyer's pre-qualification with my trusted lender. Why? Because a lot of lenders may not do their due diligence. They say, hey, apparently you can get a loan, so let's go ahead and give you the letter.
Right. Let's get into escrow and we'll find out if you qualify or not.
Exactly. I would hate for my client, my seller, to lose an opportunity to get a gold buyer and close on time. And I'm dealing with someone here that, is giving me trouble to escrow. It's not the buyer's fault.
Right.
He trusted his lender.
Right.
So what I like to do, I like to double check that with my trusted lender, because I want my seller to be 100% comfortable that when we enter escrow, we're going to close. Of course, it is never 100%. It's impossible.
But as close to 100% as you can get.
Exactly. I want to cover all my bases, check all the boxes, make sure that we are doing what needs to be done.
That's a really good one. I actually really like that one. And I think a lot of agents don't do it because it's not super comfortable to do that.
That's right.
And you have to have a lender that's willing to do that for you. Because it's effort for them to do that, and they don't all want to do that for free. But if you have a relationship with a lender that you've been doing business with for a long time, that's a super valuable team member for your client.
Because he's not going to get the loan. He's not getting paid for that. But he is putting effort into getting transparency, and that's all I want. I want transparency.
Right.
So my seller will have peace of mind.
All right, give us one more. I know you could give us 20, but give us one more.
I think the home inspector, of course, is extremely important.
Okay.
And did you know that to get a home inspector license, all you have to do is to pass a, 10-hour test? It's a very little
I think it's online
education.
too, right?
Yeah, you don't have to be a contractor. You don't have to understand anything about the house or building or plumbing or electrical. You just study a little bit online.
Yeah.
So imagine the number of home inspectors out there that don't know what they are doing.
Right. It actually is an industry. I hate to say this because I don't love excessive regulation, but it is an industry that needs a little more checks and balances.
Right, because I have dealt with so many inspectors that have made mistakes.